And we are hopefully off with the stream. Gonna see if it shows up anywhere. It is there at least. And it is working here. But not really showing up. There we go. Now it seems to be showing up on Twitch as well. Took a little while. Let's see, I need OBS to have on my other window. So let's see here. Oh, let's turn the pollution off. Oh, as you can see here, I'm still steel starved. I haven't done anything about that. What I have done, however, is upgrading to blue belts and upgrading to assembly machines 3. And hopefully this will be okay. I do have my blue chips here. And if I show you here, I have a surplus of almost 30 green, almost 30 red, and I am making 5.3 blue. There's a lot to say about that. Much ado about nothing, it seems. So today I am gonna have a loading station for these chips, and I am not sure what I'm gonna do with the blue, since that would take forever to load until on my current setup. Maybe I should have the stuff I need. Before I go racing off. And the stuff I need are rails. Let's do that. I have stations. Let's just fill up here. What else do I need? I need a lot of chests and green inserters. So I will take all of those and all of those. And we'll see how far that gets us. I also did a little biter clearing. I had a few bases up here, so I just pushed it a little bit further back, and I see I forgot to take down my turrets from up here. It was my last stand up there, but they can be there right now for a little time. So let's see. I would like to have, let's see, would it fit here? don't have any crossings. So let's see if I do it like this. I can make it fit if I just cut off the coal for a while, which I don't see to be any problem. There's so little being used. So if we do it like that, then we are gonna need to upgrade to red. And you can make that, oops, let's fill you in. You can make that gap then. And as you see, it fills up quite fast. So this is the in track, this is the out. And I am gonna design it from the out and in. With that wouldn't be a problem. Which means that this rock is in the way. That the first station could be here. And I don't need more room than necessary. I think that's good enough. And that means that this will be in the way. Or is it? Just about clears it. And then we will see how much space we need for the other stations. So those are unloading. Where are our loading stations? It's nothing more than this then. I want to have that as well. Don't I have that a bit closer somewhere? I would say this, perhaps. And that way. And like so, perhaps. And that group should be up here, because here we are gonna have the green. Now let's see, I don't have those in the solids group, but let's add them like so, and they should show up on the others as well. And you are going to be red, and you are going to be blue. Blue chips. And then I have a little bit more to do. I have the station, and I need to hook it up to a radar so I can get everything I need. Let's see. Would that suffice? It will. Bit. I think you are connected by a green wire. Let's see. I took it from down here, which means that you have a green wire, and then you have an output of a red, and you output a green to this. You were connected. I will never remember everything here. And you also need to have the number of chips. And you just output onto a radar. So if we do this, but not connect the radar as of yet. So enable if, and the green chips are 200 a stack. So how many to fill a train? That's 48 slots. 48 slots times 200 times 24. That's a lot. What do I have down here? I had no, I'm silly. How much does a train need? How many slots? That's the big question. They have 40, so 80. 80 slots. 80 times 200. That's a number. So 16,000. And the same setup should be here, but not that output, this one. Did I do that correctly on you? I did. And you should have a green wire. Enable if, and red 16,000. What else did I have on these stations? I had a send to train as well. I'm not sure if that's needed, but sure. And let's see, you are also outputting there, as well as you are outputting there. And you should have and you should have that. And enable if 60,000 is a lot of blue chips. So that should be it. And everything should be loaded and done. Should be able to connect this without any issues. I'm not sure, I can't really remember why all the wires are as they are. That's what I'm thinking about at the moment. But I'm gonna signal this. So we are having signals like this. And yeah, that's good enough. So this is the outbound. So if I just put you there, then everything will be okay, I believe. We'll have you as a chain signal. And I can probably have one more. Let's see. Around here, around the middle. Somewhere here. So it's all signaled up, and then we should just move everything here. What I'm pondering is how I am gonna get the green ones out. The red ones aren't a problem. I am gonna go this way. And probably just something like this. Ah, that was one off, I see. So let's do that again. I want to have you there. Let's see. I need one line here and one line here. Can I get that to work with some undergrounds? Yes, if I get you there and you there, should connect up nicely. And we should have full speed on the belt, which we do have. And then we'll do something similar with this blue belt. And that's a red belt to start off with, at least. I'm going to use a blue belt to just clear the gap. So I will have you there. And this will bother me later on. No, I still need you as a blue belt. But that will be sufficient with reds. And let's see, that line should go. You should be the inside lane. And the greens here, I'm not sure how out of tea. I will have to take a little break just to refill that. But I don't know how I want to take this out, because I am using most of the greens to this. That's 64, and here we have 92. So as you can see, I'm using 156 of 185, and I thought I saw a train pulling in here, pulling out. Yes, so this system is working. Probably might need a few more trains. I see that both of these are open. So do we have anyone picking up plastic? We do. Almost. And we have you picking up copper. And we are in need of even more iron. So, yep, when everything is going full pelt here, it's what I want to do. I want to have the green ones go firstly to these. And are you producing enough? You are producing 92. And how far are you going? You are going to the reds. So that should be enough, and it should be at least 30. But you are taking the copper. No, because we are out of copper. I need a bigger buffer. That is my take from this. You are good. So I am gonna double the buffer here. I'm not sure if there is another. Yes, there are. So 32. So the train should be running more or less constantly here. But as I have it set up, there's only one train at a time. And the question is if I get enough copper between the runs. But let's think about that a bit later on. Let's see over here. That those aren't being utilized, so I will probably cut those out then. You can see when the copper load got in. Maybe I should do something like this. So if I prioritize output to the left and right, that is to the center, and then I will take these lines up this way. And that will be what we load onto the train up here. So let's see what we can do about that. I wonder if we can do the same maneuver as we did with the other. What if we do it like this then? And get you there and get you there. Yeah, that will probably work once everything is up and running. Or rather, once all the copper is up and running. Maybe this is a too big of a build. Yeah. Oh, and we are back. Oldest daughter was heading off to school. Yeah, and as soon as you left there, we had another train dispatched for copper. And this train system isn't big enough for this build. Aha, you picked up iron instead of copper. But first and foremost, I'm going to set up a second station for copper. Let's see where I left off my car. Let's make 3 more trains, I think. And each train takes 20 engines, I think. Yep. Nope. You. And I need steel. But of course I do. And go. And 4 more rail carts. And I'm gonna head off to my fuel station, because that's where all the trains should start and be filled up. So that's correct way, and to train. And you are assigned to solids. And automatic, so you should be off. And you're also solids, automatic. And you are also solids and automatic. So now we should have enough trains, so I hope. So let's see here then. I will copy everything about you. Yeah, I need to redo the output lanes. Which means I need to redo everything around here. Because these aren't going to cut it anymore. They are being too low. And if I remember correctly, this is where the outbound are going. So let's see, how far apart are you? You are there, and then one more. But that's not what I was about to do. There and there. And we should have the trains up and running again. But the plastics cannot be over here. Get rid of all the plastic. And I'm just gonna need you there, and not really. I'm gonna move you up there instead, just to minimize on the that is why you should be going there. That's why I had that distance. So that should suffice. So I hope somewhere around there. And see if there is, nope, nothing important. And one there. So let's see, those are the copper lines coming in. And I think I will cut them off. And have the copper to the red build coming in from our new station. But I'm gonna have to sort out the plastic first. I'm gonna have you come up here and over like this. And then I have one of you go like so. This is becoming a fast spaghetti build. And I'm not really sorry for it. And you should probably just come up here. And that should be it for plastic, or so I hope. Maybe have to do some shenanigans. Are you in a line here then? Yeah, you are a problem. Gonna have you go one further down. And hopefully won't be in the way there. I could do the corner there instead, because I do have moved you a little bit, so that should be connected anyhow. So a radar here. And if you output there, and let's see, I do have 2 copper signals out. Let's see how the train network handles that. What are you doing there? What are you doing there? Yeah. Probably gonna need -2 on that. Because you shouldn't be even thinking about going there. That's probably a better way to do this. And I do have 2 stations of those, so that should also be -2 then. You're still requesting, so you sent off another train. Yeah. Yeah. Let's hope I have this correctly assessed. this. So if I just do it like so. And you right. But my mind is going through if I do need a four-ways balancer, and I think I actually, I'm not sure if I need it, but I want to have that. Now let's see, where are you are coming in? I think I'm gonna do this a bit simpler then. So you can go up there, straight in. And then I have my next one here, and you aren't really cutting it, so that should be good enough for that. And then I need two lines over here. We can go there with you. And there with you. So that means I can take one of the lines coming in here, and the other one going here. And that hopefully should be overkill for the red build. And I changed this out earlier. And I did add on this on the sides. Let's make myself some room here. I want another belt going that way. But this line doesn't have to go any further than here. Because I will reverse that. No. No, 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 no. I will have another line coming in here. And let's see, out to the left first, yeah. So I'm thinking I will have the lines going like this. And you will be the one going in there. And you will be the one going in there. And you will go here. Which means if I do this line there, I just move you back one more. I'm gonna need you to come out here. Hey, King. Sorry I missed your message. I was just too hyper-focused. You might want to use the other one, lane balancer, or chest in the might go out of balance. You mean down here at these? I'm not sure if you're here. You are here. I do have it set up so they have both input and output balancer on what do you call them? The inserters. That might be one of the things that's holding me back here on getting the copper out, though. Well, I will let it be for now. See if it gets enough. I see it's not lane balanced, so that might be something I'll have to look into to utilize it fully. Let's see, you are at least getting copper on one side of the belt, and I am filling it up and getting filled in here as well. Copper is going all the way up here, and it seems like you are producing fully. I am not feeding enough green chips in. Is that because it's ramping up? Or is it just because I have done something wrong with my calculations here. Might be that I'm not getting enough on the inside belt, which is where I am taking it out. So if I do it like that, and these are not really necessary, I think, but I will leave it be. For now, at least. So one side should have 46. Yeah, might be. I think it was 2 each. So yeah, the last one will run at half speed. And that was a design choice. I'm experimenting with trains on demand, and I'm not sure it's working out. It's I'm not getting the copper I need. Otherwise, it seems to be working okay, but this is kind of high demand, and I probably going about it the wrong way. I don't want to have fully loaded trains sitting around. And this might be the issue. I am not producing enough copper. So this station isn't filling up fast enough. I'm just producing 90, and I think I'm using 200 or something like that. Yeah, 266. So I'm gonna need another copper loading station, another copper outpost. So I did scale up too much, too fast. So let's see. Where are my nearest copper deposits? I do have one here and here. And that's about it. Have one all the way up here. Those are just iron. That's a stone, that's a copper. Yeah, I am gonna set that up. But first, I think I am gonna see if I can get rid of some of my spare copper here. What I'm thinking is, I am wondering if modules could help with the copper output down there. I'm gonna go experiment with that. So give me those. That will be a nice start. I also need more blue belts, I think. What else? What else? What else? Undergrounds might be nice to have. And splitters. And give me another 100 of those belts. be in my trash can. Okay, so let's see here then. If I put 1 speed and 2 mod of those, that will increase. Probably more modules than I have at the moment. But we'll see about that. It's actually speed models I'm running out of. Yeah, I am lacking some. Let's see, how much can I get out of this? 147 at the moment, and I am being able to bring out 180. And are you consuming a full 30? You're just consuming 15. Are these just yellow belts? They are. Okay. So if we just redo this, let's see, what did I say, 180, which means that's 4 blue belts. Let's cut off you to start off with. And do a 74. So that should bring all the boys to the yard. No, but that should have us get everything out. Not everything out. But that means that we should be able to utilize more of that copper patch. Gonna clean this up first. Get back here in my belly. So one blue belt should be able to satisfy everything here. Like this. And just... And the other blue belt should be enough to saturate the other ones. That means I do have 2 full copper lines I am not using. I think I said that's 15, right? Yeah. How many? That's 144. I'm not sure I'm gonna need that if I put modules on them. But I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna get inserters as well. Oh well, you didn't come here to see me drive a car in a good way. So those on my first, and I will just nom speed modules from there. And for now, I am going to get rid of my train lines. I'm gonna go up here and nom some of these while I drink some tea and ponder my life choices. Might as well pick up everything here then. I need 144, right? Oh, that's plenty. And next part is I still have too much copper on hand. And I need the yellow inserters. Yeah, let's just pick those up. Wonder if I set up another collection chest down here. I did. More inserters. But 144 is going to need about 280. So I'm still not... 300 should be just about enough. Yeah, maybe we should do one thing at a time. So let's start off with moduling up everything here. seems like the bots are happy with their work, and that means we can assess how much we're getting out. I was looking at this number and not this number. So 150, which means I have 60 left. Give and take some. Which means that these can be downgraded to red belts. And that will still be enough and makes it easier for me to remember what I am doing. But let's say I put one of you in and one of you in. And I copy. All along the line. And that means you need 17. If I remove the last 3 then. Let's see, 15 and 15.7 out, but yeah. What do I gain from this? I do gain some copper. But what if I instead did this then? Oops. Let's remove the last ones there. How many would you need? And what would I gain from that? That is 13. Just before I add any more power, that's 1463. And the last one is 1519. And I get a 16 out instead. Yeah, that's actually a better deal. So maybe that's how I should be doing stuff. I'm not sure how far I can get because I have not given myself enough space up here. Those are necessary. Can I do anything about this? Probably not. So are you not really happy yet? No. And let's see. I'm probably gonna need a lot more modules for this. But in total, that is somewhat of an upgrade. And one fully upgraded line here is giving me 33, which means I need a bigger belt. Are you under? Yeah, 4058, so that is a nice one. So I'm probably just gonna upgrade from this point on. And then we upgrade you. And all the way over there. Let's see if we upgrade you and we upgrade you. And all the way there. Hopefully that little change will make it load faster. But I still do have 60 copper ore that is looking for a home. And I would say that is 2 more lines. So if I just do this, I should be able to get you stamped down, and then I will just fix the last little details here. And we'll see, I am using more yellow belts now, so maybe that won't be enough. No. I'm just here to mess things up, it seems. So let's see, I do have one red here. It's gonna split like so and like so. And the other red is splitting here. Like so. see. I'm not sure if I have enough blue belts. But we'll see. My bots are basically powerless at this moment, since I haven't done my yellow science. Yeah, that's the part I messed up earlier, and I need you to go all the way to the end. Yep. I'm gonna need a 5 to 4 split balancer here, and I might as well put it before, like so. I'll clean it up first. I will remove the top line. I will remove this and that. And let's connect everything up again. So that should get everything at least going as it were. And then I'm gonna need a ton of modules. So this is just the part where we're trying to utilize what we have before. Why are you out of power? What did I do? I did something. I removed something I shouldn't have. Probably power pulled there, which I overwrote. So I need all of those modules. I do have speed modules left, so there is no need to go get more of those. Let's see, I still have 23 furnaces. So that ain't gonna be enough, but I am okay with that. One less tree to worry about. I'll cross the train lines before any trains are coming. Another tree. I don't have to worry about next time. Yeah, those modules are quickly gonna run out. We're gonna need at least one more trip back and just hover up some more. Only 8 more modules needed. Went further than I thought then. That should probably be done by now. I thought I would have to pick up a lot more. Oh! I thought the train would be faster. Get here. Probably gonna need to go and repair that train. Just in case I run into it more times. I don't want to have a whole whole train wagon going AWOL. And why aren't you getting? There are enough plastic. You are open for business. That will be the next problem to solve. First problem was those modules, else I will forget it. 20 should be enough, but I am gonna hover up ones up here as well. Yeah, 110. And those next 3 as well. Was that a crucial one? They still get power. And I still don't have those power poles on me because I have gotten rid of them. I don't see the train, so I'm gonna pass. So everything is okay here. Just makes it easier to see and calculate, I think. Okay, now for that plastic problem. Why aren't the trains going and getting my plastic? What have I done? Or what haven't I done? It worked earlier. You are outputting a plastic and a copper signal. Are the copper taking precedence here? So until the copper is all satisfied, no, why don't do I have? There is a train incoming now. Yeah, that must be it, that the copper is overruling the plastic, the needs of the plastic. Well, I have to say it's working, but it's not working well. The main part here was that I more or less wanted to see if I could make it work, and I think I've proven that it can work, but I'm not sure if I am smart enough to get it to work exactly the way I want it with with this interrupt system. And as I said, I don't want to have the trains fully loaded here. And I think that might be the problem, that all the trains, when there are multiple needs, they just get stuck on one at a time. And the copper seems to take precedence over the plastic. Because I have 4 signals now, and the plastic is the last one. And you see it's read from the left to right. So now they should go to the iron. And then they should have the copper, and last they should go for the plastic. I'm wondering this with a double loading station, if that will solve anything. I'm not so sure it will, because the signals, or maybe it will. Because the signal outputting is saying that the loading destination is full. If I do have 2, I can have 2 trains going at the same time. I will try that out before I totally give up on this. So that means I need train lines. I am also gonna need a whole lot more, but I do need a little break. I've been at it for almost 2 hours now. Yep, and I am back. Cheerio. I'm doing some stretching and getting my muscles back into the fold. That's something I don't need. Let's see, a few more deciders. Are they the same? I'm gonna make my life a little easier, I think. And that. So if I have you going like so. And I'll have you as a arithmetic, and you as a decider, and you as a constant combinator was the word I was looking for. And if I do have, I'm not sure how many they stack to, but let's have 50 of them. And just set the filters. Now we start with that, and we'll see where that takes us. I'm gonna need some blue belts. Let's see, just top off. These belts as well. Do I need? Yeah, I better have those. And a few more greens. Do we have chests? Only 20. That should be enough for one unloading station. Then I need a ton of miners. Where are you? I moved them to the end of the line, that's right. Okay, what can I get rid of here? Not much. So first and foremost, what can I put away like so? And I will put half of you in there. Also, I'm gonna need a few trips actually. So this will be the first one. Copper outpost, here we go. Where are you is the first question. You are up here. Which means that up there at least Oh. And we'll figure out the station a bit later. So let's see. I did have a good setup down here. All the way there. I'm gonna do them vertically, I think, this time, which means there. And the thing I didn't check was the power poles, I realize now. That's usually a problem. Just trimming the fat off this. So power. I could have just run this, I realize now, because this is one of the main lines. And I will have to branch off somewhere here. Let's see, where should we put? Not here. Like so. Once that's connected, we will have radar coverage. And also just do that to kickstart the process. And we're gonna need a ton more modules for this, I am well aware. I am using red belts exclusively, so we'll see how far our stash of that will take us. You're already out, and the outliers. see what else is needed here and there. How is power? That is not. So that means that we are gonna kick in. Let's see. So that's 400. But you say you need 800. Yeah, that's production, but of course. So let's see, 200, 3, 4, 5, 600, 720. Might as well just start the whole shebang. Okay, so this is giving me 190, which I kind of doubt. One line here is giving me 22. The biggest line here is 27, so red lines or red belts should be enough. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what did I say? How many lines? 190, so say it's 180 out, that's 4 blue belts. So an 8 to 4 balancer. That should do it. And I'll probably want to have that arbitrary place here. Or should I just use what I have? So that means I have 180 out. So the next part is I'm going to need electric furnaces. Oh, these cliffs and rocks. Get in. how much is needed for this. That's 269, 270, and I think I need one more. So that's a bit over 300. Two, 3, 400. Yep. Give me all of those. And what you have in stock up here as well. And we'll see how far that takes us. I'm also gonna need a lot of yellow inserters. So if I just dump all of you there, and let's see, you as well. Don't think I'm gonna need more than that. I'm gonna put down the car here. That's my backup car. What else? What else? What else? Some of these. I'm not gonna need pipes, so they are just dead weight at the moment. I'm gonna remove that upgrade plan for now. A few hundred of those. I did say inserters. I also have them for the green science over here. So let's start there and see how far that gets us. It will not get us the whole way. More modules, perhaps. I do not need those for now. Rock. I want to see. Yeah, that's when everything started up at the same time, but I do have everything up and running now, nuclear wise, so I should be good for a little while at least. So let's see how much of this I can just fill in. And I haven't even started on the furnace arrays, which is in their turn also will need modules deluxe. But upside is that this is up and running at least. So I will go down here and I will see if I can steal this up there. There is probably the first one then. So, oh, those stars to the cliffs there. Which means I will have to move it all the way down here. So let's see, how many inputs do I have? I have 12, so that's 4, which means 2 more stamps of this. Like that and that. So the first line going in here and then splitting off here. Then we have our second line going in there, and the red one is going out like so. So let's see, you are going out here and continuing as a red line up there. Then the last autosave. What are you doing? So that should be it. So we start at the top and just try to fill in what we can. Life will be much easier once the substations are in, when trying to pull the belt lines. And here I am in need of one large power pole to connect everything. Yellow belts galore. I'm gonna go and restock on yellow belts, I believe. I'm gonna go see here, how much do I get from one of you? I get 32.81. So 32.81 times 6. 196. Yep. Which in turn means I am gonna balance it for 6, 4. Let's see. So that's gonna be 4 blue belts. And I have some to spare. So let's see. A64. And are you enough to power it up? You are. And I'm out of yellow belts, which I said that I thought I would be. So I'm just gonna paste what I have before I go back. Like so. And I am out of yellow inserters. Or anything more that you can paste for me? I do not think so. So, oh, we do have this whole shebang as well. Forgot we had to divide it. I think I said it before, but that's the one big downgrade from regular Factorio to Space Age is that the cliff explosives are hidden on another planet. So I do have my car here. Oh, come on. I'll take the long way around then. Less trees to worry about, more rocks to worry about. Turning the wrong way. This way. And should have those automated as well. But I don't. So I don't. So I'm gonna need 400 or 500 more of these modules. What I'm thinking now is that once I have to push out to get copper from faraway sources, this setup won't be that good. So maybe I need some kind of depot where I have constant trains running to and forth the depots, instead of sending out the train all the way up here somewhere when something is needed. We're almost ready there. But that might be a later problem. Let's see, I will get rid of that. And I need yellow belts and I need yellow inserters. So give me all of those. I'm not sure I need undergrounds of that variety. Give me full up on those, and I will go and get what I have in this chest over here, which I am gonna just remove actually. I have those connected, so I was making fewer inserters up here. So let's start off with that and see what else we've forgotten. See if there's anyone wanting me something. Just a reminder that I have to get going in just a few minutes. I will try to handle the belts, as they are easier for me to do than the inserters. So I hope that the bots can take care of all inserter related stuff. This music always makes me think of Elder Sign board game, but on Android, because that's eerily the same, eerily close in sound. And the battery charge on all my bots are out again. So I am stuck here pasting inserters like a pleb. Well, I kind of don't mind this. It's relaxing work. And I am out of modules, production modules to be more exact. So that's what I am in the biggest need of at the moment. I do think I am all done with the inserters for the top part. No, there was one more. Gonna run along here and see what else they pick up. I have forgotten to stamp down. Mainly inserters, I believe. There are always a few bits and bobs here and there that are harder to get to. Just gonna do a quick run around and then I am gonna end. Aha, the one I crashed into. I'm gonna end the stream. Because it's time for lunch and to have interactions with the real world.